Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Am I the a-hole for treating my husband the same way he treated me when I was in the hospital? My husband recently had a kidney stone and 2 trips to the ER. I have had health issues myself and have spent many times in the ER as well. My husband refused to bring me food while I was hospitalized. He also would come to the hospital, not talk to me, change the channel to one of his news shows, as well as turn the temperature down in the room to his liking. He essentially ignored me while he was visiting. However, he also barely visited. So most recently, when my husband had to stay in the hospital, I decided that he should be treated the same way he treated me. I visited. I did go every day though. I visited. I refused to bring him food. I would play on my phone. The nurse is the only one who could adjust the temperature in the room, however. So I couldn't do that. And I just simply ignored him the same way he ignored me. Now, I did bring him clean underwear and fresh socks, however, something that I did not get while I was hospitalized. Let me just go ahead and say, this is some petty revenge. Now, I would really like to know what kind of relationship you have with your husband when you are both in great health. Do you ignore each other at home? Are you even conversational at all? Do you have kids? How does that look? How does parenting look to you with children if you have them? This relationship seems like it is doomed just simply because you guys don't like each other. And I say this a lot when I hear stories. I say, I don't think your husband likes you. Or I don't think your wife likes you. Because the things that you choose to do say, I dislike you. If I don't want to hold a conversation with you at all, we're married. We should be having some kind of conversations. We should be talking. We should be communicating. Communication to me is foundational. It's very elementary, to be perfectly honest. The number of people who get communication wrong in a marriage, it just seems to be wasted time. Why are you married? If you don't have a conversation with one another, if you don't like your spouse, if you're not hanging out with your spouse, if you're not using those moments of time that you have together, we spend most of our time working as humans, as adults. We spend so much time working, and we have to scrounge up time to show love, kindness, and respect to our spouses. So why are you married if you don't want to do what your vows said, which is through sickness and health, till death do us part? Unless you skip that part. Now, maybe you skip that part and you don't have to do it, I guess. But to me, showing your spouse love, kindness, and respect when they are ill is literally the least you could do. What else? Somebody else is going to be taking care of them while they're in a hospital. You don't have to deal with them. And it sounds like to me, your husband was glad to not have you at home because it gave him a break, it seems to me. He's not coming to the hospital to see you at all. So let's see what Reddit has to say about this. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the I might be the because I still resent his past behavior towards me when I was sick. Well, that behavior is something that's unexpected in a marriage of someone that loves the other person. You wouldn't expect to be disrespected by your spouse when you're ill. Now, I know people are going to be like, oh my God, wow. You both are awful, to be perfectly honest. You're awful people, and this is gross. But honestly, I loathe it when partners downsize the other's pain. But once it comes to them, being in pain, sick, they expect their significant other, who they neglected, to take care of them with the utmost care and concern. Some people need to be treated like this so they can get a hint and change. They need another realization that their behavior is, or you pack up and leave because they choose to stay the same. I also question how this person treated you prior to marriage. I know that everyone thinks that being married is the end all be all and that's it. Your ultimate goal is to get married. But then you get the part about being married and staying married wrong. I don't understand how you sleep next to someone every day, and some people don't even sleep in the same bed together, which is another issue to be discussed at a later time. What do you expect if you are being petty from both ends? You can expect a successful marriage. You both are petty. You both are disrespectful. You both are immature. Update. There is an update. I confronted him. He apologized. He said he thinks it's weird that other people go visit others in the hospital. I personally think it may have something to do with his mother. Other times he has gone to the hospital was because a relative was dying and the family was called in. I was wrong to treat him that way. When he got sick, I made him go to the ER. I stayed there with him the entire time and moved my work meeting to virtual instead of in person. I did the same with my clients. I also apologized for being an a-hole, but also admitted that I am still very angry from the way that he treated me. He did apologize and say that he is used to going to the hospital when someone is dying. However, as an adult, we still need to understand that if our spouse is ill, we need to be there for them. We need to be a constant rock for them and make them feel loved during that time. You don't know what the future holds. You don't know if that person is going to come home from the hospital or not, depending upon their illness and how sick they are. So to take advantage of that situation, to take it for granted that this is just something that's going on right now and they're going to be able to come home without issue, you don't know that. So being a wife and being a husband and being the one that gives them that support during sickness, that person could be petrified. You don't know how they feel. Like I said, I have had some very scary medical issues personally. So I know how it feels. You feel uncertainty. You feel fear. You feel your mortality. Especially the older you get, you feel your mortality approaching. So we need to just learn how to be a little bit more respectful. I do agree that both of you are a-holes and you both need to seek counseling in order to heal through this situation, because it doesn't seem like you like each other very much. You are both the a-hole.